Okay, welcome back. World Cup. That's it. See you later. No, I'm welcome back to another of the World Cup predictions. We're kicking off Group J this time. We're getting very, very far now through the first match day of said tournament, and I'll be honest with you, we're putting in a little shift with these predictions today. I've actually stuck to the plan I was going to plan for myself to record these. I've still got one more to do after this, but I've given myself enough time to do it, as well as some downtime in between. So I've planned my day out quite well, to be honest with you. Despite waking up late and having a slight hangover, that's now kind of disappeared. So we are good. We've got Algeria and Argentina in this one. Argentina on the left, obviously. Algeria on the right. As yeah, Group I is a group that we did earlier. This is Group J. Group J is quite an easy one from possibly Argentina's perspective. There could be a little couple of stumbles, but you just never know. You never know. Before we go into anything regarding the match, we've got to do the usual: check the settings. Sometimes the game likes to change the settings up on me without me noticing, so we're just going to keep an eye on that. 10 minutes legendary, competitive mode on, player base difficulty on, as well as the Super Cup Serie A ball, which I'm just keeping on for the group stages now. We'll change it when we get to the knockouts. Massa Monumental will not be the stadium. Like I said, it's the stadium that's closest. I'm not going to do the Mercedes-Benz Stadium again, actually. MHP Arena, where's that? I'm pretty sure I googled that. I'm pretty sure it was Germany. I was correct. It is Germany. Lumenfield. That's American. Fair certain. We'll go with that one for this one. Summer, and it's kind of later at night, so we'll go night time for this one. The latest I can go is 10 p.m. We'll do 8 p.m. and then for the last one we'll do 10 p.m. because it's actually 5 a.m. in the UK time when the match is, which is fucking mental. And it's Austria versus Jordan in the next one. I'm not staying up for that. I'll tell you that much for free. A little spoiler there. But for this one, I might stay up. We'll see how tonight goes. Actually, I'll say how tonight goes. This game's like 3 days into the future. I need to remember that. I need to remember that I'm recording these in advance because tonight's the Scotland game. I will be staying up. Well, obviously, I'm recording this. I don't know if I even said. Recording this on the Saturday, 13th of June. So we uploaded on the 14th at some point, or maybe early 15th, I think, actually, when this comes out. It's 2 days before the actual match takes place, for anyone still in doubt. Pitch colour is going to be the brightest we can get it. And we are going to look at the teams then for this one. Argentina on the left, Algeria on the right. Of course, Argentina, the holders of said World Cup, still holding on from 4 years ago in Qatar, of course. Their team is largely the same, with honestly a little bit of regression. Now, I can't lie. Argentina obviously are up there among the favourites, but I don't see them going back to back. I think that the team is getting on to too much. I think it's too old. I think quality has gone down in certain positions, like the fullback roles. Hell, even the centre back roles, both of them. Yeah, I'm looking at you as well, Romero. You're not getting away with it. I think he's fallen off a bit. Martinez, I'm not sure what to expect from him in between the sticks. That midfield three is decent besides DePaul, I would say. Fernandez and McAllister had very good seasons for their respective clubs. DePaul, I don't know how he's done in Miami, so I can't comment. Almada off the left is an interesting choice. I don't think he is I think he's more of a cam than a left winger, but they've gone with it. Messi obviously will start on the right. He's the captain, and then Julian Alvarez, obviously one of the best strikers in the world currently. He's been linked with quite a few clubs. So I mean, there's points where it's very, very good, and there's points where it could be improved. So I don't know what Argentina we're going to see, but I do know what Algeria we're going to see, and it's going to be surely one that will give Argentina a run for their money. No Mahrez in this lineup. Zuri, the captain, in the goal. I don't really recognise any names off of this lot, but they seem to be fairly rated, and I think they could maybe put up a fight here and maybe make Group J a little bit more interesting. Maybe I wrote everyone off too quickly. Maybe I put Argentina too high, too early. Maybe there will be some shocks. But what we do know is those are your teams, those are your settings. The Lumen Field, 10-minute half length, legendary difficulty, authentic game type, and sunny 8 p.m. the conditions. So, without further ado, let's get into Group J and let's go for Argentina versus Algeria.
The stage is set for an exciting exciting clash today. A match with so much to play for. The tension is mounting.
I think I said it in the last one, and I think I'll say it in this one as well. I am a little
Stay tuned for it all, right here on EA TV.
concerned that I might not be able to keep this pace up.
Hello and thanks for joining us live here on EA TV. I'm Guy Mowbray and I'm joined by the ever knowledgeable Stuart Robson. And every reason
with the uploading, I should say, because I'm going to run out of time probably next week to do this unless I record them late. But I'm going to be at work during the day and I'm going to be watching the World Cup at night, so it's like I'll need to find a middle ground, really. So I'm hoping I can keep the schedule going as I am. But if it gets changed, you'll notice.
This is the Argentina team. Emiliano Martinez.
Here we go then, Lionel Scaloni picking his side, South American side, of course. I don't know where else he'd pick from. Bench is alright. They've got Paz on there who's had a really good season. They've got experience on there as well. Is that Lautaro Martinez on the bench? Imagine having Alvarez and Martinez to pick between. Not a bad little striker department if you're Argentina. For Algeria, their squad will show up momentarily. And in fact, there it is. Again, I don't really recognise any of the players, but that doesn't mean they can't give a fighting showing here. No Mahrez at all. I can't remember. Is Mahrez going to the World Cup in real life? It's a real question, because I don't actually know if he's going in real life. He's not been picked for this one. He must be, right? Why is he not involved? Yeah, he is. Okay, well, no Mahrez, no party, it seems, for Algeria in this one. I don't know if he's injured or something, potentially. However, yeah, it's a bit confusing. Algeria in the green, kicking from right to left. Argentina, of course, in their natural blue and white stripes, kicking from left to right. Now, Messi's already gone down, so not a good start for Lionel. However, prediction for this one is one that I'm still thinking on, to be honest with you. Because I think Argentina have regressed a little bit. But I still think they'll be good enough to do this. Is there going to be a goal here to help determine my... Yes, there is. There's a goal inside 4 minutes. I've not even put my prediction out yet. Thiago Almada, who I said maybe he shouldn't be playing where he is, has in fact done a good job of playing where he is. He's cut in, come across, and found a finish into the bottom left. The goalkeeper completely misreads the shot as well, by the way, because he jumps up as opposed to try to dive for it to go in the corner. Yeah, I've not even predicted yet. I was going to say 2-1, but I think I'm going to switch to 3-1 in favour of Argentina. I'm not doing it based off the simulation, well, not just doing it based off the simulation scoring early. I think if they've got that attack on job and it is going to be Almada, Alvarez, Messi, it could be a struggle. I know Messi's obviously, it's his last World Cup, his last dance. He's still Lionel Messi though, isn't he? He's not like it's... He has regressed, obviously he's regressed. But he's still Messi. He'll still make those moments, he'll still make magic. They've got a very good striker department. Of course, Alvarez or Martinez, depending on which they feel they need to pick. Midfield is solid enough. I will say DePaul, don't know enough about him, but... Well, not that I don't know enough about him. I don't know enough about his recent history. But solid midfield. It's just going to be a defence that'll be tested here under questionable pressure, and that's why I think Algeria will score once. But I think the power of Argentina's attack will be too much for this first group stage game. I remember last year, not last year, but when they whirled the one cup. Oh no, my grammar has gone to the shits. When they won the World Cup back in 2022, they lost their first group stage game and then went on to win the whole thing. So if it is a loss here, it may not be the worst outcome. However, it could be 2-0. Amzouri punches it away only as far as Messi, who wins a header. My point is, and I've already made my prediction, I'm going to say 3-1 Argentina. I think Messi will probably score one, at least. But yeah, wording not very good, speaking not very good. Already 1-0 to Argentina.
And to go a long way with this. Struggling to keep it here.
It is going to be a game, I think, controlled by the World Cup champions, but every time I've said that, they've never, the team that I've said it about never really have control. It's just kind of a close game. They both, both teams on the simulation seem to love possession. There's not a lot of possession difference, unless the team is really dominated. And even then, it's not guaranteed. I'm pretty sure Norway, in either the last one or whatever one, whenever it was out, I think it was the last one, won 3-0 over Iraq. Iraq had more possession. There's no guarantee. What I do know is that Otamendi nearly gave away a penalty, but does stop the Algerian attack, and now Argentina can break away. I would like to talk more about the individual games and the players and that, but I just don't know enough about everybody, so it's like I'm just chilling watching a game happen on my TV screen while I patiently wait to go to work and then come back and watch World Cups, real matches. It's probably going to be like this for the next couple of weeks, at the very least. I'm wondering at what point this upload schedule will fall apart. My money is on next week, depending on how busy I am, because I think I said it in one of the previous ones, the head chef's off next week, so everyone else is going to have to take a turn at it. So I'm maybe in a lot more than I'm not. It's going to be not a goal. Ooh, I thought it was going to be a goal there. Algeria hit the post. Sign of intent from Mafrane there. And that is just over the top. Well, that's what I mean. Don't count them out. Boulazam just off target. Had Martinez stretching, but in the end, no goal scored. But definitely warnings of intent. If you're Argentina, you need to find that second goal sharpish just in case Algeria do get back into it. Because I thought that was 1-1. I was like getting ready to celebrate the equaliser, and then it just ricocheted off the post. Very unlucky not to be 1-1, to be honest with you. Argentina falling asleep at the back there, and that's what I mean. Their defence has regressed a lot. It's older. Romero as well, in particular, hasn't been in great form for Spurs. It's possible that they fold.
Rodrigo de Paul, moving nicely and real purpose to this.
Lionel Messi down the right hand side, inside to Molina. This is where they need to score if they're going to do it. De Paul, Almada closed down, but yeah, they really need to find a second goal, because Algeria, we know they've got fight in them. A fun little fact for anyone interested, or even if you're not interested, I'm going to tell you anyway. Forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I am in a Discord server, and I got Algeria in my sweepstakes. So, there's a little bit more room for Algeria than I usually would, just because of the sweepstakes. We're not putting it's not real money. It's like Discord currency. It's not like it's massive amounts on the line, but Algeria isn't a bad team to get, to be honest. I think they do go out their group, or do get out of their group. I know. I think Argentina. I think the order will be Argentina, Austria, Algeria, Jordan as Messi. So I was going to go for the gap, didn't. But yeah, that's the order I think this group's going to end in, and I think that Algeria will put a good account for themselves at the very least. I don't think they'll win the World Cup. Let's not be silly here.
This is going.
But yeah, this is kind of just passing me by, the simulation, a little bit. I'm kind of just waiting for something to spark into life for one of these sides.
Not a good pass. It's easily been cut out. The game brought to a halt. A free kick given for that.
Been a closely contested game, and I don't know what's going to happen next, to be honest. Very early goal from Thiago Almada separates the sides. Algeria caught napping early. However, Algeria have hit the post to potentially equalise. Obviously, they didn't. That's why it's still 1-0 in the scoreline, but Argentina, we've said it, just need another goal. And they could put themselves home and dry. If a draw or a loss for Argentina does occur here, that will hand either Austria or Jordan the initiative to maybe try and pull something crazy off. Now, no offence to Jordan, I don't know any of their players. They might be a good nation. They might be a decent nation. I actually don't know. I would back Austria in that one, and you'll know my full prediction in that one, because it's up next after this one. I'm not going to give too much away. I'm not going to give the game away before it happens. It's a silly move. I am going to tell you now, Group J could be blown wide open if Algeria find an equaliser, or even 2 goals to take the win here. But it's currently Argentina with the attacking pressure as Messi plays it inside. Cleared away again. Messi unable to find his man in the middle. And now it could be the Algerians on the counter here. Boulazem out to Zafrani. Boulazem as well. I will notice as well. Where's Ike Nouri? Because I've got my, obviously, continuing on from the sweepstake thing I'm doing, I've got my name in the Discord as because my thing's Donkey. I call myself Ryan Knight Donkey. And he's not in the team. Unless I've just got his nation wrong, which I haven't. He's Algerian. Well, he's French. He declared for Algeria. Where is he? It's my question. There's no Mahrez, no Ike Nouri. I'm very confused. I'll have to have a look around the squad at some point. Let's see. That's going to kind of have to just be what we do. Messi ball in. Closed down. Not fully away, but it is away. And then Bellani gets it fully clear. Messi is causing problems. Not really surprising considering he's probably the world's best player ever. Not maybe now, not currently, but he is one of the best to ever do it, if not the best to ever do it. Molina tries to go inside there with the pass from Enzo, a 1-2. I don't think it's going to be enough time for Algeria to counter here. The ref, very strict with the whistle blowing, and we reach half-time. Algeria a goal behind. Argentina, obviously, a goal to the good very early on. Thiago Almada making that early difference. And I'd like to say I've been vindicated a little bit because he hasn't done much since. But yeah, no, it is a good half for Argentina because they've already got the goal and they've got the power in this match, really. They just either need to stop Algeria from scoring or, you know, get a second, which I would prefer. If I was Argentina, I'd prefer they go for the second because Algeria have come close and it might be even closer next half. Taking a look at the ratings then, Samir Bouziani getting a 7.5 at right back, Walam Mafrani as well, 7.5 in midfield. Decent defending as well, aside from that early finish, especially from Ait Zafrani as well, not too shabby. Midfield, strikers kind of area, struggled a bit. Amzuri as well, let that one early from Almada. Does have one save to his name, but also didn't stop the goal. So, captain struggling there. For Argentina, it is Rodrigo de Paul who has got the man of the match so far. Fair enough. Maybe I just didn't rate him as much as he should be rated. Who knows? 7.9 for him. Lionel Messi, he's been decent. I can't lie. Maybe not his top tier, but he is getting on in age. But 7.7 ain't too shabby. Enzo Fernandez, 7.4. Molina as well, 7.1. Decent defensive displays. And Molina been very attacking as well. You see him overlapping, try to come in and find a second goal. Very desperate for his team to go 2 up here. Low rating some other players, including Almada, who hasn't had really anything to do since the goal. But he does have the goal, and it's the most important stat of them all, 6.6. Defensively, not the best. A bit shabby from all of them. Emi Martinez hasn't had a shot on his goal, but he has had shots near his goal. They did hit the post, and then blazed the other one over the bar. And yeah, the defence haven't been really too good in closing down. Romero has been slightly better, I will agree, with the ratings given here, but still not top tier defending from Argentina, and it could spell more pressure for Algeria, to take advantage of and get that goal. No substitutions, I believe. I don't think we've had any in the half-time period in any of the games, and I don't think it will happen. I don't think it will happen in any of the games either to go on with the rest that are still to come. I do think we will go into the second half and see what's about to unfold here, because it really could go either way. But I will say, if Argentina get a second goal very, very quickly into the second half, then it will be game, set, match. However, if they take their time and piss about and it stays 1-0 for a while, I'd back Algeria finding a leveller. Algeria taking the first steps, ball in, away by Romero, who, if you are him, you need to put in a good showing for yourself, for your own personal confidence, as well as showing if you're going to stay at Spurs, you're going to step up. I don't really know. There's a lot of speculation around a lot of Spurs players' future, just because of back-to-back 17th place finishes, only surviving relegation on the final day. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen with that club. I know they've signed a few players. They've got Senesi in, they've got Robertson in, but outgoings have been very quiet so far. And of course, it's the World Cup. I don't think the transfer window will properly kick in until after the World Cup, but there will be players, or teams looking at players throughout the tournament. However, I think most countries will be focusing on their World Cup campaigns rather than transfer news currently, especially the players that are sought after. The ones that are getting the most interest before the tournament kicked off, they're going to probably put it on hold. Like now, obviously, Julian Alvarez offers from Real Madrid and Barcelona, or at least interest. I mean, they've both been rejected anyway, but that's my point. It's kind of just ignore it until after the tournament. As McAllister plays for Almada, inside to Julian Alvarez, and it's not 2-0. Somehow he's not put that away. I feel like a striker of his quality would be making that 2-0. Almada, instrumental on that one. Again, had a very quiet game, but nearly got an assist to go along with his goal. It's just wide from Julian Alvarez. Lautaro on the bench, fuming, wondering if maybe he should have got the start. Maybe he got the call up for this one. However, he hasn't started, and he hasn't been subbed on yet either. And now it's Algeria. Ait Zafrani goes to get past Molina. Will he do it successfully? Yes, he will actually. Bulazon gets the ball, but Romero again on job. And like I said, it's got to be a confidence booster for the Spurs man at the moment. However, he needs to keep this up throughout the rest of the tournament. And then when he comes back to Spurs, if he plays for them, he needs to keep doing it there. It's Alvarez out to Molina, might be too heavy. Keeps it in, but can't keep possession. Thought Messi might offer a little more support there, but no. And now Algeria go again Still over half an hour, a long, long way in this match between the end and, well, now and the end, I suppose. Again, I don't think, the sentence could just end there, to be fair, but I don't think Argentina will get that second goal. And now I'm more thinking that Algeria will keep the pressure on against these tired defensive legs, and the older defensive legs, especially of Molina, of Otamendi, of Tagliafico. I think they'll keep the pressure on now, and I'll say this, and then Argentina will just go up the pitch and score a second. But I don't think in a simulation they will now. I'll be honest with you, Tagliafico, Almada, Enzo, back to McAllister, 1-2 there into DePaul, out to Messi. Can he create anything on the edge of the box? Inside to Julian Alvarez. You know what, I'm just not going to speak, because, like, I just jinxed this shit. I've just had a whole spiel of, I don't think Argentina are going to get their second goal, and I think Algeria will find a way to level it. Moments later, Argentina get their second goal. It's well worked by Messi on the right. Alvarez has to skip past the defender, which he does with ease, and he finds that far left corner. But I'm very good at jinxing, I think, is what I've learned here, as Lionel Scaloni celebrates the second goal for Argentina. A substitution here, can't see who it is because I've got the POV camera on. I think Lautaro has just come on for the goal scorer, Julian Alvarez. However, yeah, I maybe should stop jinxing shit. It's actually Lautaro working on the left-hand side. He's gone left wing here, which is an interesting shot, unless they've gone for a two up top kind of a strategy. Lautaro Martinez coming on for Thiago Almada. It is one of the goal scorers, it's just not the goal scorer I thought that would come off. But I'm glad they're keeping Alvarez on, to be honest, because he could get some confidence boost from that now. And because I've jinxed it, it might end up being 3-0 or 4-0 here. Can't believe that. I don't think Argentina will score. They took too long. Moments later, 2-0. Fucking lottery numbers, anyone? Ball coming into DePaul. Messi. McAllister, good movement around the outside here. As Messi closed down. And Algeria get it away. Enzo wins it back, but nothing too good from him as Algeria go again. And of course now the mountain to climb is 2 goals rather than the 1. And I do think that probably puts the writing on the wall if you are Algeria, because they were struggling to get 1 goal. Granted, they hit the post first half, but since then there hasn't really been any, well, not much attack from them. Lautaro Martinez down the side. Tagliafico. Cut back to McAllister. Tagliafico again. Ball into the centre. Lautaro off target with the header. Under pressure as well as being not the tallest to win a header. Can't find the target. Molina coming off. Medina coming on. And a right back for a centre back. Curious what the thought pattern is here. Well, I know what the thought pattern is. It's to hold on to the lead. But I'm curious how, like, what formation it's going to be, I guess. How the system's going to work. Because you've got, maybe he just doesn't change the system, keeps Lautaro on the left wing and puts Medina at right back. I don't know. What I do know is that it's 20 minutes to see this out. And I believe that's what Argentina are going to go for now. And it makes sense. Because now you've got that second goal. Even if they do score, they're not going to get back into it. At least not initially. So that's what Argentina needed, and I didn't know when it was going to come. I didn't know if it was going to come. It did. And it could have been 3 there, but Isaac Rani closing it down. Which way does this go now, do we think? Medina to Enzo. Messi. Enzo, DePaul, McAllister.
Lovely setup.
Enzo, DePaul, and away by Algeria. Passing's good from Argentina, but final product there. not.
It's rhythm to the passing here.
Again, if they do get a goal, Algeria, they get it like in good time. Who knows? But I don't think they will at this point now. And again, I jinked the fucking Argentina one, so if I say I don't think they'll score, they'll go and make it 2-1.
They've given it away here.
Bloody jinxes that I got.
Oh, yes, please. There aren't many who'd even try that. Great bit of play, wasn't it? Just 10 minutes to go now.
What we'll give in these last 10 minutes, I don't think much. I think Argentina kind of sat on their game plan, could have played it really, really well. I did doubt that they were going to get the second goal, but they have found it, and now it's just a matter of running down the clock. There may be a third in the ascendancy as well, but it doesn't really matter if they do or don't, except for to the goal difference. So if they want to do it, but don't do it that you concede. However, Alvarez goes down. It might be a corner here for Argentina. There are changes. Enzo Fernandez coming off for Palacios, and an Algerian change as well. Zafrani coming off. I didn't read the other name quick enough, so we'll see it in the top left as we always do. Is it going to show it? There's Palacios Fernandez. And there is Zafrani coming off and Karzani coming on. 5 minutes left to try and make some drama here, Algeria. But I wasn't looking at my screen and it went dark. Professionalism at its finest. Offside anyway against Algeria. Yeah, your screen goes off after like 10 minutes, and I sometimes forget that it does that. Is what it is. 18 off, 14 on. That is Zerani, I think. Off. Because I was too busy trying to pronounce his name. Didn't see the number 14, what he was called. Amzagar. There it is, it's down the bottom right. For a brief second, or bottom left. For a brief second, but it's also on the top left as well. Tagliafico. Martinez. Oh, my voice is going a little bit. To be fair, I've recorded 3. That's my limit. I've still got one more to do after this, which I will do after hydration. It's 3:30 PM. I've got work in about 2.5 hours. So 4 games is probably all I'm going to do today. I probably could sneak a 5th in, but I don't really want to be honest. I've got other stuff that I need to do before work, so... Sorry, I'm not committed to the World Cup grind as much as I should be. You don't see anyone else doing these. I don't see anyone else going game for game, putting prediction videos out, which is probably a good thing. It's probably smart not to do that. I've set myself a big task here, and we're seeing it through currently. 2 minutes of added time here. It is going to be too late if Algeria get a goal now, but again, I'm not jinxing it. What I do know is that, I mean, Argentina have one more roll of the dice here. And it's Lautaro gets closed down. I believe he's been moved to the striker role. Either that or he's just chosen to put himself there. It doesn't matter anyway. The game is done. The result has been got. If you're Argentina, you're maybe not superiorly happy, like incredibly happy. You're good enough. It's good enough to beat Algeria. It'll be good enough to beat Jordan and or Austria. However, if you're coming up against a bigger team, you come up against like a France or a Spain or a Portugal in one of these knockout rounds, they're going to need to up the gears if they're going to defend their World Cup successfully. But it starts off in good fettle for them. Thiago Almada scoring very early on to kind of set the pace. And after I said they wouldn't get a second goal, they went and got a second goal. It was Julian Alvarez who secured the result. 2-0 here for Argentina. Legendary AI will always win because I'm not playing this shit. I'm just simply watching it. But 2-0 dub to open up Group J. If you are Jordan or you are Austria, you didn't want that. If you are Argentina, you did want that. 56 to 44 in terms of possession in favour of Algeria. Played the ball well, just couldn't get the final ball in that second half, to be honest. Well closed down by a defence who, especially Romero, will use that as a confidence booster, I hope. 7 shots to 2 in favour of Argentina. 3.8 XG as well to 0.7. Very much deserved. Surprised that it wasn't a couple more, to be honest with you. Had very good opportunities to make it a big scoreline, but 2-0 will do, and it is a win anyway, so you can't really complain. A win's a win, no matter how it's gained. Only 3 shots on target for Argentina, but none for Algeria. Didn't even get a shot on target. They had those 2 efforts in the first half, pretty much back to back, and well, that was it. They didn't really create anything else. I thought there'd be a bit more, you know, of a fight being put up there, but it was well defended for the most part by Argentina, so can only give them credit. Man of the match goes to Alexis McAllister, but we'll read the Algerian ratings first. Mafrani, 7.5, decent in midfield. The midfield was alright. The fullbacks did their jobs. Buziani and Belahani, 7.4. Ait Zafrani as well on the left wing. I don't actually remember him doing much, but maybe I'm wrong here. 7.2. Bomezder, 7 rating as well, and then it kind of just not really great from much else. Ait Zakram went down a bit, and of course Amzuri letting in 2 goals, only 3 shots on his target. He only saved 1, and 2 of them went past him, so not really a high rating for him at all. For Argentina then, we did say it, and we did see it. Alexis McAllister gets man of the match. I didn't really see much of him, but maybe he was just quietly going about his business, just doing his thing. And I mean, he was threading the play together by the looks of it. 50 passes, 44 dribbles. It's just he was very quiet about his business, but he did well. He just kind of went on about his day. 7.7 and a man of the match for the smiling assassin there. Look at his smile. I've never seen a man so happy. Rodrigo de Paul as well would like to apologise. He put in a good shift in the midfield as well. That whole midfield trio was very, very good actually at progressing the ball and keeping the ball. 7.6 for Enzo before he got subbed off. Lionel Messi getting one of the assists. 7.5, or actually getting the only assist. 7.3 for Julian Alvarez, who did have his opportunities. You maybe expect another goal or 2 from him, but it is a goal that he gets, and his performance probably deserves in the end. 7.3, and the second goal obviously to seal the deal for the 3 points. Molina solid, Medina solid, especially Medina out of position when he got subbed on for Nahuel Molina, but did a decent enough job. Romero, I'd rate a little higher, honestly. Very good second half. Didn't really let Algeria through at all. Almada, maybe rate, that's probably actually a correct rating. Didn't really do much beyond the goal, and he did get dragged for it. Not in a bad way, but I think just to rest him. Emiliano Martinez, it's hard to rate him because he didn't have a shot on his goal, but 6.1 for Emmy. Probably one of the easiest games he will get at the World Cup. I don't think it will continue to be easy for the Aston Villa shot stopper, but I could be proven wrong. I really could be. I have before and I will be again. But that is going to send us to the conclusion of this particular predictions then. Argentina 2-0. I said 3-1 in my prediction scoreline, so I'm not too far off. I got the goal difference right. I just thought Algeria would score, and I thought Argentina would score 1 more, but we're nearly there. It is an Argentina win, which I think the majority are predicting. I mean, from my sweepstakes that I'm in, I've got to back Algeria, but I think I'm flogging a dead horse a little bit. I think Argentina will qualify quite easily. I don't know how far they'll go beyond that in their World Cup defence, but a good start could spell problems for everyone else. But anyway, that is going to wrap up this one. We've got one more Group J game that I'm going to record today, and it'll be uploaded 3 hours after this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Take care, and peace.